Indiana here with another episode of the Star Wars podcast, and today's topic is the Imperial figure Gilad Pelleaon. So, Gilad Pelleaon, or Pelleaon for short, was a respected officer among both the Galactic Republic's Navy and the Empire's Navy, especially among the Empire's Navy, which is where he really got his that's where he really got as a higher ranking official, as you'll see later in this. So, where did Pellaeon really come of importance? It was not in the Galactic Republic at all. It was in the Empire after its fall at Endor under Thrawn in 5 ABY. So Thrawn takes control of his ship, the Chimera. Sorry if I butcher these names. Anyways, he takes control of Pellaeon's ship, and Pellaeon becomes Thrawn's second command. So that means Pellaeon is now Thrawn's pupil. So Pellaeon learns from Thrawn, learns strategy. He's distraught when Thrawn dies later that year at the Battle of Bilbringi, and he orders a retreat. That's not the only time, however, Pellaeon has ordered a major retreat. The last time was at Endor, where he ordered a retreat for his ship, and maybe even several others from Endor, surviving both the Battle of Bilbringi and Endor 5 years earlier. And the Battle of Bilbringi was where Thrawn's came to an end due to Thrawn's death, and that's where the real kind of fall of the Empire came, since Thrawn was kind of re-engineering or remaking the Empire. So Pellaeon was really distraught with Thrawn's death, as he was probably the closest person in the Empire at that time to him. Anyways, Pellaeon was Pellaeon ended up becoming Supreme Commander in both the Imperial Remnant and Galactic Alliance. However, and before we get to that, Imperial Remnant is not the Empire. It's actually a separate entity that came after he. Well, they're basically the same thing, but anyways, Pellaeon worked with Ntassi Dalla to kill off many of the Imperial warlords in order to create a more, to kind of remake the Empire so that each group could work together in order to try to combat the New Republic, but that ended up failing. And eventually he becomes the Supreme Commander of the Imperial Remnant. During that time, I think not later in his Imperial Remnant career, after his peace treaty signing, he was awarded the title of Grand Admiral due to his great service to the Empire, and the fact that he has been such a key figure. So, anyways, Pellaeon is a Grand Admiral at one point, and he's been Supreme Commander of both Imperial Remnant and Galactic Republic. And when he was Supreme Commander of the Imperial Remnant, he was the one that signed the peace treaty with Gaversum after he took the consideration to the Council of Moffs, who ended up agreeing, though they did not want to. And this means that the Imperial Remnant can now trade with the New Republic and whatnot. Eventually, during, I think, like Yuzvan Vong War, or Swarm War, one of those, he becomes the Supreme Commander of the Galactic Alliance, which means he has the ability to control their militaries. And so, at that point, and also during the Yuzvan Vong War, so this would have been a little later, probably during the Swarm War, where he became Supreme Commander of the Galactic Alliance, he mobilized Imperial forces to help the New Republic, which is really essential because this means there are more forces available to combat these Van Vong, making it harder for them to take over the galaxy. Also, if the Imperial just didn't do anything, this meant that it would have been easy wipeout for these Van Vong to take out the Imperial remnant because they were a lot weaker than the New Republic. They just destroyed the New Republic. So why can't they go in and destroy the Imperial remnant? So that happened, and at the end of Palpatine's life, what happened to Palpatine was he was assassinated on Fondor in retirement due to not supporting Jason Solo's faction uh, in the Galactic Alliance when Jason Solo was splitting off during the Second Galactic Civil War. He was assassinated for not putting his support behind him because though he was retired, he could have easily probably swayed the Imperial remnant into helping back him. And this also meant Pellaeon had no more sway. So that's why he was killed. The other thing I would like to mention is in yeah, he will have signed the peace treaty around 20 ABY, and when he signed this peace treaty, right before them, there was a challenge kind of from Moff Disra where he tried to have one of his aides, Flim, impersonate Thrawn in order to gain control with the help of Major Tyrus' military person, and he ended up foiling that plan with the help of Talon Card. So, yeah. Pellaeon, though he was the supreme commander, have uh, he didn't necessarily have complete support from everyone, no matter how much of a genius or a great man he was compared to the average Imperial. I would say out of the average Imperial, Pellaeon probably had the most honor. So, let me know what you guys think of Pellaeon. This is Indiana signing out. See you guys later.